for Kelly. Every morning we meet at the same spot, even though we never plan it that way. It almost seems like that you're trying.
Please don't start the day off with another one of your philosophical insights.
Guess something's bugging you. Want to talk about it?
I'm sorry if I sounded a bit harsh. It's not you. Just been thinking about a lot of things lately.
It's got to be Rick, right? I mean, he gets on everyone's nerves. Sometimes I want to punch his teeth in.
No, it's not Rick.
It's got to be Tristan. Son of a...
No, it's me. No one else, okay?
Is it about money? Your health?
I just have to work things out in my head.
I'm here if you need somebody to talk to. I got your back. Maybe I can help.
How about one of your philosophical insights?
Didn't you just say that you didn't want to hear one of... I'll never understand women.
I wouldn't say that. You get along with them quite well, I hear.
Where do you hear that? From Rick or Tristan?
Maybe.
Did I ever tell you I want to punch their teeth in?
Yes, many, many times.
I like it when you're happy. Nothing else matters.
23rd Street, 10 minutes.
We got it. We always do.
I was beginning to think you weren't going to show up.
I never break a promise.
Tell me. Did you get that promotion that you were working so hard for?
I did. I can't believe you remember that.
That's right. I was never really good at remembering things.
You were always leaving your shoes around to trip over and not feeding the dog.
I remember putting my shoes away, and I don't know why he followed me around, but he always made whiny sounds. I love that furball. He was always faithful.
Just like you.
Did your sister ever get back with that chef guy?
Leon was only a sous chef. He was never good enough to be a chef.
Oh.
I think that pressure tore their relationship apart.
I hated his cooking.
You choked tasting his creme brulee. How could anyone choke on custard?
It wasn't personal.
We were never invited to dinner again.
And that's a bad thing.
Well, what's funny is that Chris felt the same way you did.
So I kind of fed the flame, so to speak.
Well, it turned out well in the end. She found someone else.
Not another chef.
No. He's a sound engineer for a cable television show.
Television? Didn't Destry want to be in TV someday?
Yes. And when she turns 18, we'll see if she still feels the same way.
Sounds like the kids are wishy-washy about their future.
You did not just say wishy-washy. When the world talks like that.
Oh. Like you saying artsy, yuppie, and epic is any different.
Well, at least it's more modern.
You hear us talk right now.
Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it?
Totally.
You're starting again.
Sorry.
I'm the one who should be sorry. I should have been there.
Where?
At your bedside. Before they
Don't.
shut off the respirator.
No one faulted you for that. Besides, my parents were there. I wasn't alone.
I was your wife. I should have been with you. The kids were there and I deserted you.
You blame yourself for one thing, torture yourself every day after. You don't deserve that.
What else is there?
When we were together, we lived. We loved and we were alive. Now it's time to move on.
I can't.
You're moving on up in your career. And the kids are wishy-washy. They're growing up really fast and soon they're gonna hit it big time too. Just like their mom.
They need you too.
You're their inspiration, June. They need you. I need you.
That's why I'm here.
Moving on doesn't mean leaving me behind. I was gonna be here for you. You don't have to keep coming back to this place.
Where we first met.
I had coffee every single day after.
Why?
Because, John, you know, it's time to.
I got out for lunch as soon as I could. Been busy all morning. Clients calling me nonstop.
Did you bring them?
Now, what gives you the idea that I would put all my customers aside just so I can tend to Carmony's needs, huh? Am I your personal service desk? Hello. This is Carmody. I need... My, oh my. Just look at how pitiful you look.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You look like a panda, you know that?
I don't...
No, don't try to talk, please. It would be pretty weird if I can understand what you're saying. Don't worry. Here's a bottle of water to wash it all down. Thank you, Trix, for going out of your way. Thank you, accept it.
I'm sorry for being so
Difficult?
many design decisions to make it work. Potential clients calling me up about redesigning their homes and wanting quotes the next day.
Didn't you always say you wanted to be an interior designer?
Not the fast pace.
You can't always have what you want. You knew it wouldn't be easy.
Getting old, that's what this is.
No, you're exhausted. Vacation is what we need.
Lugano, Switzerland. So, when do we go?
To Switzerland? Are you serious?
You know I am.
It troubles me as I do know you are.
So, we're both in need a little R&R, but don't lay that staycation crap on me.
Do I have a say?
Absolutely. When do we go?
Seems there's more to this than just the vacation.
You've been watching too much late night TV.
And you're confrontational at this time of the month. We'll talk when it's over. Carmody? Mic check 1, 2, 3. Hello?
You remember what we talked about the other day?
Oh, we talked about a lot of things. Anything specific? Perpetual discussion. Seems you keep throwing it on the table and leave it sitting there. I'm unable to have children, so I've accepted that a long time ago, but you can. We already agreed you should go for it, but here we are talking about it again. Maybe you're having doubts.
No, I've always wanted to have my own kids, ever since I babysat when I was a teenager. Now that I'm an adult, the reality of actually being a mother is intimidating.
Reality check. You're not expecting yet. And you never will be unless you do something about it. I know, you're afraid maternity leave will affect your career. No, wait, we've already discussed that about a dozen times already. Maybe you've suddenly become scared at the thought of carrying a child for 9 months.
Tricks.
There is something more to this than what we've talked about. Isn't there?
I want to have children like everyone else.
Hello, isn't that what we've been talking about?
I want to have children the same way.
You losing me here, girl. Do you still have food in your mouth?
I don't want to have artificial insemination. I want it done the old-fashioned way.
We certainly haven't talked about that.
So sorry for not mentioning it before. Please don't be angry.
Angry? Far from it. Confused, yes. Yes, I'm confused.
Guess we'll be stuck at this part of the discussion now.
Actually, now that all the cards are laid out on the table, it wouldn't be like that.
You are angry.
Carmody, look at me. We've known each other for at least 5 years now, right? It's natural to be a bit disoriented when thrown for a loop like that, but you can believe me when I say I support you. And whatever you decide to do. You do have someone already in mind, don't you?
Shiloh?
Your ex? Yeah, that certainly would fulfill his fantasy, wouldn't it?
I told you this a while ago. Before we broke up, we wanted to have kids together. So, yeah, having this child would fulfill his fantasy.
I can see why you loved him.
So are you okay with that?
You don't need my approval. We did have to talk about it, but now that we have, we can move forward. Thank God.
I'm so glad I married you.
No. What's wrong?
What if we have twins?
You've never talked about possibilities like this before. Lunch over. Back to work. What if we have a boy and a girl? Or two boys? Or two girls? Okay.
I wonder what they put in this coffee that makes it taste better than others.
Always curious, always analyzing, just like a cat.
You're comparing me to a cat now.
You know I love cats.
Yeah, you have two and they fight once in a while.
It's normal. Cats are territorial.
I know a little about cats.
Oh, really? Then which breed would you like to have, and why?
A Turkish van. I like that they're not afraid of water and like to swim.
I knew you grew up with dogs since you were a kid, but never had any idea you knew anything about cats.
I confess I don't. My friend emailed me a video of her new Turkish van cat and basically told me what I'm telling you.
Oh! You're toying with me!
I answered your question, didn't I?
Remind me to strangle you when you take a nap.
My mom invited us over to dinner on Friday.
I like your mom. She's always been nice to me. It's not a good idea.
Oh, come on. She makes the best tasting linguine pasta and wine sauce in this part of the city.
She makes a great cheesecake, too. You're not playing fair. Have you heard about the strange occurrences that have been happening lately?
Yeah, the ones the other team gets to investigate, not us.
Yeah, why is that? Anyway, a while ago there were reports from around the world of these really bad people getting killed and disappearing without a trace.
Yeah, recently they've been happening locally.
Yeah, I've heard about that. But I guess we'll never know since we never get those cases.
I will soon.
What do you mean?
I've requested a transfer to get into one of those investigative teams.
This is some kind of joke, right?
You know how much I like to question and analyze. Investigating the weird things going on is exactly what I want to do.
I thought we were partners.
We are. We always will be.
Damn it, Josh! Do you know what I really mean? All we ever do is toy with each other's emotions. Can we, for once, say how we really feel? Can we?
12 East 32nd Street.
Right on it.
But I do.
Hope! Looks like the year's been good to you.
Oh, it's nothing. Regular diet and exercise can do the same for anyone else.
So you set your mind to it, and it shows.
Stop, you're just saying that.
No, I really mean it. Last year you were...
All right, I believe you.
When Moth arrives, he'll agree.
Moth agree? He'll have something witty, something sarcastic to say, but certainly not agree outright.
Well, maybe he's changed in the past year.
Moth has been the same since we were kids. He's just the adult version now.
Well, speak of the devil.
How you been, man? Hope. Oh, you look amazing. See, the diet and exercise is working out well. Definitely proved me wrong. Take back all the dumb things I said back then. So, what are you guys talking about?
We were just talking about you behind your back.
Damn it, Destin. Must you always be so truthful?
He wouldn't be destined if he wasn't.
What has changed in this past year. You've changed.
Uh-oh, that was an opening for the moth we knew.
Well, you're usually blunt.
I got engaged.
You see, I was right.
He really means it.
No way, this has got to be some kind of joke.
He did mention he was going to get serious.
But he was being sarcastic.
I was actually joking back then, but, you know, a lot has happened in a year.
Well, what's her name? You're keeping us in suspense here.
It is a woman, isn't it?
Doesn't matter, does it? We're happy for him no matter what. I'd take the new moth over the old any day. Well?
I met her on the train. She was the most beautiful sight amongst all the hordes of commuters. She kept trying not to stare at her, but every time I looked away, my eyes just kept darting back to her. And after about a month or so, I just gathered up the courage and decided to ask her out, and...
Moth? Moth! Can you hear me?
You see the guy's in love?
No way. If there was anybody else, yes, but not Moth. Besides, how can you tell?
A woman knows.
Arista knows.
Oh, that's a pretty name.
When can we see her?
I'm going to introduce her to the rest of the family at dinner tonight. You'll like her.
What does she do for a living?
She is a conductor on the train. Is there a problem with that?
You've, always dated the model types with stilettos, miniskirts, and avoided all others.
Didn't I say he was in love?
Actually, it was the uniform that got me. She looks so hot in her uniform. Just the way her ass looks in it, it's just nice.
All right. All right, let's not do this. This is becoming a guy thing now. Plus, it's weird hearing it from my brother. Let's move on.
But I want to hear more about her uniform.
Destin.
Okay.
Anyways. So, what's going on with you, man?
I'm on my way to finishing my doctorate.
Good for you.
The family finally has a doctor.
Damn good one, too.
Yeah, I just wish Mom and Dad were around so they could see how well we're all doing.
Well, we honor them by meeting once a year at this place where they first met each other.
I'm sure they're proud of us, looking down and smiling.
You have changed. This whole love thing has changed you.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm sure they would be proud. You know, I still remember when you were 18, I told you that you were adopted.
Like I couldn't figure it out for myself after all the teasing and bullying in grade school. But yeah, I do remember. You always stood up for me. And I loved you for that. Even though we weren't brothers by blood, you were always willing to give up some to protect me. You'll always be my brother.
Getting a little deep there, Destin. Nah, must be in the water. This is just a little too much to take in right now. Is there anything else we can pile onto this? Anything at all?
I had it blocked from my memory until you mentioned it just now, but I was adopted too.
No fucking way.
But how? They never told you? We sure as hell never knew.
I just found out last week when I became curious and started researching.
No, this is some bullshit.
Why would they tell me and not you?
A little late to ask them, don't you think?
It's all right. I've thought a lot about this, and no matter what the reason, I know it was for the best.
No, Mom and Dad failed us on this one.
I think we forgot the reason why we came here.
Dustin's right. We're not kids anymore.
Agreed.
Agreed.
We love you very much, Mom and Dad. You will always be with us in our hearts.
For the third time, tell us exactly what happened.
What is this place? Who are you? Why am I here?
We ask the questions. You answer them. Your friend Essex kept silent as well. It's unfortunate we didn't learn more than his name.
What have you done to him? Where is he?
If we answer your questions, we'll answer ours. Agree? We didn't harm your friend. In fact, he fully recovered from his injuries so quickly that...
I'll answer your questions.
He fully recovered from his injuries so quickly that we couldn't contain him.
He escaped.
Then you know I speak the truth. You're regaining your heightened senses, just as he did. But remember, we had an agreement. You have a sense of honor and have to abide by it.
Essex and I got into a really bad firefight with a group of bad people. After they were eliminated, we escaped to the park. He was badly injured.
We gotta keep moving.
Xenia, just go. I'm holding you back.
You outrank me, but I sure as hell am not gonna leave you out here.
No, you just don't like taking orders.
Get up. There's a bench over there. Lay you on it. Take a better look at your wounds.
Didn't I tell you I'm in a little bit of pain right now?
I haven't been on this planet as long as you. I don't understand human sarcasm. Now get up.
How bad is it?
You're still alive.
And I thought you'd never have a sense of humor. I think you've overlooked that I'm the one dying here.
You're the ranger. I'm the healer. Let me do my job.
I don't understand. Regeneration should have taken place by now. What is it?
I think I found the reason why regeneration isn't working.
Something tells me it's not good news.
You've been injured by a quasar weapon. The residual energy is impeding regeneration.
A quasar? On this planet? How? The quasar have been extinct for thousands of years. Those guys were human. How could they have possession of quasar technology?
This isn't exactly the right time to get into a philosophical discussion.
This mission has uncovered so much crap we have to deal with.
This mission was to pacify significant threats to the society.
That's human threats, not
from people like us. Sorry. Quasar technology was designed to harm any species with a biological code tied to the magnate.
The greatest amount of pain and suffering I know. It's been about 10,000 years since we last fought the quasar. What now?
There are other non-terrestrial beings on this planet besides us. Maybe one of them provided those guys with quasar technology. Plus, they'll sense my energy and trace it.
If what you're saying is true, then they're definitely not on our side.
As you said, this mission has uncovered a bunch of crap we have to deal with.
It's vital we report this. Only our comm devices weren't damaged in the fight. Humans have 108 pressure points.
You do realize manipulating them will only temporarily relieve your pain? Still gonna experience some discomfort.
Before we set off on this mission, they said you had excellent bedside manners. I suppose they thought something like this would happen.
That's it. I removed all residual energy. Regeneration should be taking place now. You should fully recover soon. After the light cleared, I found myself here.
And that's all? They're saying the two of you slaughtered over 100 terrorists and destroyed their weapons arsenal?
Actually, there were 3 of us.
Go on.
Essex and I were there to pacify the threat. The third was to completely cleanse the area.
There were no remains of others like you in the area.
Obsidians leave when their job is done. It's highly unlikely that you'll find her. Now that I've done my part, can I leave now? These restraints look human-made, but they're of quasi technology. Whoever gave these to you should have told you that these can't hold a member of the Iron Maidens.
You aren't supposed to be here.
Neither are you. The Obsidian's work is done. You left, yet you returned. Why?
There are traces of quasi energy here affecting my ability to sense who you really are.
Then we'll have to find out the old way. Sign and countersign?
Agreed.
I am heaven.
I am Earth. Poison kills poison. I apologize for not acknowledging your presence.
Stand. We're not in the magnet. We can be a little informal here. Tell me why you haven't left. Essex and Senia have.
The magnet were right. The people of this world are too primitive, too concerned with acquiring trivial material needs, instead of doing what they can to ensure the survival of their planet.
You're stating the obvious.
Then why are we helping them?
Our purpose is to maintain balance.
Which is necessary before they seek out other worlds to colonize.
You still haven't answered my question. Why are you here?
No one knows how the humans acquired quasi technology. I was hoping to find a clue.
At least one of the non-terrestrial species are to blame.
Somehow I don't believe so. Mother would agree.
We don't recognize relationships on a mission. Having said that, you and Mother see things very similarly.
And you are more like Father. How is Mother?
Concerned.
Surely she must know that our mission here has been a success. All of the threats that we've encountered have been irrelevant.
Father learned about the storm, and Mother thinks the reports are accurate.
I've heard only rumors. How long before the extra-dimensional beings will be here?
Still unknown, as is what they're called. The magnet named them Reapers. They transit an energy pulse to the coordinates of their destination, creating an oculus from which they emerge. There's no indication that they know of the existence of our universe.
You're speaking to me right now, not some other member of the magnet. We have numerous probes in the Reaper's realm. Once they dissect and analyze them, it's just a matter of time before they invade. It's inevitable.
You're just like Mother. Luckily for me, I'm more optimistic.
Just like Father. I miss home.
I don't like being away for 5,000 years either. But the success of this mission is crucial for the survival of every species in our universe. What is it?
Just then you reminded me that you're my older sister. One that I always admired and aspired to be like.
If I recall correctly, we argued a lot when we were younger.
Well, that's because you were always right. You analyzed every situation and determined the correct course of action. Whereas I was more...
A defined one?
You never preached to me by talking down to me.
You're really homesick if you're becoming this sentimental. But I do appreciate what you've said. Time to go. For now.
Hannah, it's Will. Please, don't hang up. Hear me out. I'm really sorry for yelling at you. Really. It's been a really tough day. The car broke down on my way to work. My body didn't agree with lunch. I missed an important business appointment. I know you don't want to hear excuses. You're tired of hearing them. You're tired of hearing them from me. Look, I'll change. I admit it won't be easy for me to do, but I know I can do it. If I keep the great memories we had to motivate me, to inspire me, I know it's possible. Remember the day at the beach when we just laid on the sand and talked nonsense all day long? We laughed out loud without a care who heard us. I love the sound of your laughter, the sound of your voice. You're so intoxicating. No, you're intoxicating, and that's why I always want to be with you. If I could be with you just one more time, even for a minute, just to talk to you again, I'd do everything I can to make it up to you. I was sick, in bed, with a 102-degree fever, and I could hardly move. You were at my bedside, feeding me, making sure I drank a lot of water until I got well. Even though I was a total dumbass. You found it in your heart to help me. That's the woman I fell in love with. I'm getting counseling to help me fix this goddamn temper problem I have. Damn my ego. My parents are with me on this and spoke to yours too. I hope they mentioned it to you.
Found it.
How does it look?
Strange.
Personal items are just that. Personal, not for us to judge.
The money's here. A few $100s and some jewelry. I mean, the emergency call was activated on the phone, so I understand why that was left behind, but not the money or jewelry?
Maybe the thief panicked when the call was activated.
No, I think he panicked when he realized that the woman he took this bag from was a few months pregnant and ran. I mean, the first thing a robber takes is cash. He could have just done that and left everything else.
What makes you think that?
Look at the way the money is spread out in his bag. He had the cash in his hands. Something made him decide to drop everything and leave.
Now I know I'm getting to you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, the woman's fine. We get her bag and everything in it is a bonus, but you're going off on a tangent. You're coming up with theories. Trying to give me a taste of my own medicine?
A bit arrogant, aren't we?
I'm just saying. As I said before, there's got to be something in that coffee.
The answer is yes.
Answer? That I'm arrogant?
Lovably arrogant.
What's gone into you? I mean, it can't be that new shampoo I'm using. I like those commercials, but women don't really react that way in real life. Or do they?
Do you remember early on when we talked about going to see my family in Italy?
Yeah.
You talked and talked about everything we would do there. Things you would do there.
And we did everything. We didn't do everything.
We did. Except for one thing. You said you dreamt that if one day we ever visited the Spanish Steps, you'd propose to me. When we got there, nothing. I know. We've already talked about this. The problem wasn't that you didn't ask me the question. The problem was I was expecting it. I shouldn't have forced things. I should have just let things happen. My parents were wise. I should have listened to them when they gave me an evening-long speech about it instead of getting angry and pushing you away. I haven't lost my love for you.
I still don't understand what you're saying yes to.
A proposal.
But I never proposed. You said it?
Yes. And I also said you did.
I didn't propose, yet I did.
Every time you described a dream, you wanted to propose when we
visited the Spanish Steps.
You said it in your heart. I know that now.
And in my heart, that's what I truly feel. I've held on to it since that day in Italy, hoping I'd finally get the chance to do it. Maybe we should get this stuff back to its owner. What's so funny?
It's from my mom. She said that the last time we spoke, I didn't hang up the phone, so she heard everything we were talking about.
And apparently your mom called my parents, and now everybody knows.
In no time, they'll be planning the baby shower.
You know, we're here all the time. We never realize how beautiful of a view it is.
No argument there.
baby shower?
Don't worry. We'll talk.
We'll talk?
Atmosphere is within acceptable limits.
How long do we have?
Our mission will be over soon.
How many non-terrestrial species are here now?
Over 100 different species have been living here, studying everything on this planet for over 100,000 years.
And what have they found out? That the highest life form indigenous to this planet commits atrocities against its own people? Performs nuclear experiments on their own planet?
As we have seen, there is good in these people, and that's what I'm going to put in my report.
They are still too far behind technologically, mentally, and physically. They won't be prepared for the coming storm.
That's because everything they know centers around their own world. Their entire perception of life and the universe is based on only what they know of their planet.
That is a terrifying evaluation.
Some citizens of the Magnet had some experience here.
I read the report on that. The Magnet abandoned any further interest in this system.
But we're not part of the Magnet anymore. How do our people feel about this planet and its people?
We wouldn't have been sent here to investigate if there wasn't any interest, would we?
These people are highly fearful what they don't know or can't control.
As our own people are about the storm.
So it's true then. No known species can stop it or destroy it?
That is why we are in search of another life form that might be able to. But this planet certainly doesn't have any.
What about any non-indigenous to this planet? Would they be capable?
In many ways, they are similar to the people of this world. They are too concerned with their own plans, and they can't see how desperate the situation is. They can't see the grander scale.
I've heard fragments about the storm. What is it about? No known species have reported anything out of the ordinary.
10,000 years ago, when we were still part of the Magnet, elite warriors, the Obsidians, destroyed several transport portals situated with aligned worlds to protect themselves.
The reason our people severed relations. I remember.
The immense power used to destroy the portals was immeasurable and caused a rip in the fabric of space and time, creating bridges between dimensions, but only briefly.
How brief?
A wink of an eye.
I don't understand.
The threat is from an unknown species from one of the universes, and they seem very interested in acquiring the power that created the bridges between the dimensions.
It's been thousands of years. They haven't crossed, and they haven't shown any sign that they've tried. Perhaps it's just a myth.
They're not a myth. They're very real. One of our probes was pulled to the other side and transmitted data before losing contact when the rupture sealed. The data contained video footage of energy from a pulsar and a supernova being harvested by some sort of biomechanical array.
That's impressive.
There's something else. The array has harvested populated planets and entire systems. We believe this species harvests any kind of energy, regardless of type or size.
They know about our universe. They're coming.
This information has not been made widely known because we don't think they know which universe we're in or how to get here. The ruptures have been closed for thousands of years.
The last rupture was the Battle of Chinhua. The destruction was unimaginable.
They knew about it too. Let's just hope they don't cross over.
Lucia, the guest has arrived.
Punctual. The tabloids were right on that one.
Now it's up to us.
Is everybody ready?
Yes, but remember, we terminate on my signal.
Understood.
One other thing. The guest came alone. Camera rolling in 4, 3, 2.
Hello, my name is Lucia Thorne, and welcome to this week's edition of Celebrity Center Stage. The success of the film 14 Days has been quite a phenomenon. Since its release over a month ago, its stars have accumulated a huge number of fans. But with all the attention being on the film and its actors, nothing is mentioned of the one behind the film, the writer and director Joseph Villapaz.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Oh, we are privileged to have you here. This is the first interview you've done since the release of 14 Days. There has been plenty of coverage on the cast, but no one has heard from you or seen you before, so please forgive my surprise
that I'm a woman. Well, it's just a name, right? There are people, celebrities too, that have names usually associated with the other sex.
Oh, like Cameron, Leslie, Michael.
Right. In a way, that's a good thing for me.
Oh, in what way?
Women have made a lot of progress in many areas, but are still grossly underrepresented in this industry. Mm-hmm. When I write, direct, or do some other task under my name, my work is mainly seen, not me. You can call me Jo if you're more comfortable with that.
Well, the female characters in your film certainly are strong and diverse.
You know, the schools I've attended since grade school have had a wonderful mixture of students from different cultures. I learned a lot during those years. That's knowledge and experience you can't get from a book or watch on television.
Well, don't you think that with the whole world being on the web nowadays?
No, let's not go there. Look, I'm old school. You and me, face to face, this is personal. When we communicate with a computer or even a cell phone in between, that's not. A lot is lost with something in between.
Perhaps that's the idea for your next film?
Perhaps. Tell me, why did you ask me here?
I don't know what you mean.
Do you enjoy playing games?
My God!
Don't worry, the soundstage is soundproofed, right? Now, answer my question.
I was under orders to kill you.
Tell me something I don't already know.
I wanted to capture you.
What are you, some sick bitch?
Our people need energy, enormous amounts of energy.
So, we were right about your people. You're like locusts, jumping from one place to another, harvesting energy from anything that has it, even living things, even as small as a microbe, leaving only death behind.
We are only trying to survive.
You say that with such conviction, so free of guilt, and expect me to be sorry for you. You're not a homeless person on the street trying to get a meal. Your people harvest energy from stars, galaxies, universes. And now you're here to do the same. Obviously, I'm not from this planet. I'm from the magnet, somewhere out there. I miss home. Anyway, 10,000 years ago, we defeated our enemy, the Quasin, by destroying the star systems they controlled. After some time, we realized the explosive energy crossed over dimensional barriers. To your dimension, your universe. I won't bore you with the details, so I'll get to the point. We concluded your people are a great threat to not just the magnet, but everything in existence. For 10 millennia, we've collected fragments of data about your species to find ways to stop you.
You have a human form.
That body you're in is composed of body parts from various victims. Unlike you, our energy takes over bodies that are about to die or just recovered DNA.
Reanimation with morals?
This device is what confirmed what you really are. You see, because you're from a different universe, it takes time to attune to your atomic structure. It has defensive capabilities. You've just realized you and your thugs can't move. It's only an experimental prototype. But what better time to try it out than when someone's trying to kill me, right?
So if you're part human, then you should show some mercy.
Damn! Your people are arrogant. So much so that all you know is aggression. Without strategy, without intelligence. You should have terminated me when you had the chance. Not wait for the order from your master. Excellent hearing. One of the traits of my people. The military on my world are the Iron Maidens. The Obsidian branch destroys star systems. I'm from the Thana branch. We specialize in assassinations and executions. An area you obviously fail miserably. We also enjoy playing games. The people on this planet have a lot of them, and there's one I've taken a particular liking to. Are you familiar with poker? We don't have a lot of data about your people, but we are certain your success so far depends on overwhelming your victims with huge numbers. In comparison, Thana's work alone, often surrounded in what humans call suicide missions. I tend to differ. You see, when your prey willingly falls into your trap, it should have alerted you that something was amiss. Your arrogance to call my bluff is a fatal call in this game. Or you.
Stop!
I'm sorry. As I said, this is a prototype. The atoms in your body are destabilizing. It's about over now, and all physical traces of your existence will be extinguished. Forgive my putting on a mask. The initial residual remains are quite toxic.